All right, here we go. Now let's figure out the lighting again. Let's see, I'm gonna try to move my camera a little bit here, guys. It actually looks different uh, on camera, on the camera than it does on my laptop. The image is different. So I'm just looking at positioning and stuff right now, guys, a little bit. Stick my arm out here in front of the, that might be better. Get that thing raised up higher like that. Doesn't necessarily look better on the phone screen, but it kind of looks better on the laptop screen, and it certainly looks better on my desk or on my table. I just want y'all to be able to see the entire picture until we're ready to change that. So I'm trying to work with the camera and get the camera angle to change. It's really hard to do. I have a real hard, my camera mount that I'm using is a little bit, well, not a little bit, it's quite difficult to actually use because it's so stiff. Okay, let me take this back up just a little bit. I wish I had like a remote zoom, but I don't think I can have that with my, I need a regular kind of camera for that. Now, today we're, well, as you can see, I kind of messed up here with the, let me count the lag here, guys. I need to do that first. Lag is always messing me up. Let me see what we have here. 1, 2, 3. That's not too bad. Not too bad. So, okay, I'm okay with that. I kind of get used to it, but it does throw me off with my laptop being behind or the image on my laptop being behind. But anyway, I'm not going to work on the snake. I got the colors reversed. I put the darker colors on the snake's underside on its belly, and the actually the lighter colors should have went on its belly, but I got hung up. I was just looking at the line work at Kerby's line work, and the heavy line work was down here on the bottom for the shadow, and that's true. But I just automatically put the darkest color there. I should not have done that. That's not what it represented, but that's okay. But I'll work on the snake off camera. Today, I want to work on the heads, and we'll see where we're at when I get that part done. So let's see here. Let's get zoomed in. Let's get that part figured out first, what we're going to do. So I might be able to zoom it from here and then just go back this way. And that's already zoomed way too much. Let's see if I can't take it just a little bit more. Yeah, maybe we can work with it like this. I think we can. I'm going to move my camera just a little bit more, guys. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that's going to be okay. I can work with this. Hopefully I'll be able to keep that on camera right there like that. That'll be perfect. So let me think here. Let me see what I'm going to do. I may have to change that lighting just a little bit now that I'm sitting here looking at this page because I've got the glare from the wax off the pencil. There, that's a little bit better. Let me see. I want it to be, I want as much light as possible, but I don't want the glare. There, that'll be okay. I think I can work with it like that. Okay, so what are we going to do? I don't have a real plan. I do know that we are going to carry the same color theme from here up into all this stuff. Even here, I'm assuming this is metal. I don't know if it is or not, but we're going to assume that it is somehow. This looks like a headdress, so we'll make that a headdress. I'm not real sure like what all this stuff is right here. It's hard for me to tell what uh, the illustrator had in mind when they were actually illustrating it, what that was supposed to be. So I don't know what this back here is. Is it part of the headdress? Is it folds of skin like this? Or what I assume was supposed to be folds of skin that kind of matched with different things going on down here. So I don't really know how to interpret the entirety of it. Because I almost feel like this right here is all this color. The headdress comes up this way. I think that's what we have here, guys. So that's what we're going to make it. I think Bob Ross would tell me, just make a decision. It lives wherever you want it to live. Now let's see what we got here. I'm going to make these little parts just part of the neck. So it'll be folds in the neck, just like we have going here. Like I said, it's hard to interpret other people's art, what they had in mind exactly. And it does come down to that. It's a matter of interpreting what's going on. I'm going to use, let's use a little bit of this green, the lighter green. Maybe we'll come in with it first. I was kind of shading from dark to light. I have a real hard time being able to see sometimes, guys. It's like my vision just gets real blurry. It's almost like maybe I have a cataract or something because my vision gets real hazy, and I don't know what that's all about, but it does. And I have lights floating around in my eyes. Now let's do something about like that. And then we can take this green, the darker green, and then let's finish with some yellow, some canary yellow. We won't see that real good, but it'll be in there. All right, now let's see. We need to do, hello, welcome. Just continuing on with our Kerby Rosanes. Now, let me see. I'm not sure exactly uh, what each of these areas are supposed to be as far as the illustrator's interpretation of what they thought it was. Now, if you mess up in your interpretation, as far as if your interpretation is not the same as the illustrators, it makes it more difficult to color. In my opinion, it makes it more difficult to be able to color if we don't know, because sometimes it's hard to tell what a line represents, or at least it is for me. I don't know how it is for you guys, but for me, it can be difficult. I won't know what a line is supposed to be. And that's true for what I'm coloring right here too. I don't know exactly what Kerby had in mind or what this was a part of. All these lines, I'm just not real sure. They don't make a lot of sense to me, some of it. I mean, this part I can say, well, that could be like a headdress, but what is all this stuff over here now that has, see, it's got the same markings on it. And up here, it's the only place we see these markings, but what is that? I mean, here's an eyeball. Then there's this thing coming out right here. I don't know what that is. So I'm assuming this is like an ear or something. I don't really know. So it does make it more difficult to color when you don't know exactly what the parts are. And I'm just trying to take my time here, guys. Now, I am coloring without my wrist splint today, my braces, but I'm probably going to put that on here in a minute because I can already feel it in my arm. Morning, Casey. Yeah, I have been watching the progression of the snow off and on during the night. Oh, that sounds good. Well, not necessarily the going out part, but the cinnamon roll sounds good. One of these days I'll go to the food bank with you when I know ahead of time that that's what you're going to be doing. Let me see here. Okay. Oh yeah, definitely. Okay, now let me see. What do we want to do here? Let's see. I think I want to start. No, I don't really know where I want to start. I guess I'll start by sharpening this pencil. I like the picture. I hope I like the way it's colored when it's done. Now, let me see. I think what we want is we want this yellow, because I'm going to follow the same color patterns like what we have for these bands, but I've got different ones. Let me, we'll set this back up here in a minute. Let me do this. And let's back out so we can see the whole thing. Hard to do. So hard to see a little bit. Let me zoom in on this part. Because we have two different types of banding. There we go. So we got two different types of banding. We've got it's got the orange in it. And then we've got the yellow, the more yellow type. So I'm going to use both of those over here just to show you, like right here. We've got different layers. So I'm going to do these differently up in here. And then this here is these here belong to this guy. This right here. So this all belongs to this guy. This belongs to this guy, or this guy rather. And I don't like the snake. I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but I got the colors reversed. I should have put the darker colors on the back and the light colors on the belly. But I was looking at Kerby's line work, and it shows all the shadow being down on this edge, which is true. That's where it should be, but I should have used the lighter colors. So I'm going to try to darken this up some a little bit, but I'm not worried about getting the rest of this colored in because it's just monotonous. So we're going to work on the head up here. And then, so we'll work on the head part, but I wanted to show you some of the other colors that we've got going on in here. I like this thing. It's coming out. It looks pretty cool. Now I got to get my camera set back up, guys. I really wish I had a whole different camera system and stuff, but I don't. So now let's zoom in. And then we'll work on getting it positioned. Let's see, I can come in a little bit more. Not quite that much. The image looks different on my cell phone than it does, or on the camera screen than it does on my laptop screen, guys. Actually, let me see if I can zoom in just a little bit more, slight bit more. I don't want to go too much. It'll make it too difficult. Yeah, that's going to be perfect. That'll be too difficult for me to keep it on camera. So at least right now, that's looking pretty good. Now, one thing I need to do, I know that was the one thing. Okay, hang on a second. I got to look at a different page here. I'm not going to be looking at chat for a second. I actually need to do something here right quick. I need to go into my YouTube studio. And I need to make sure this is set to public. Yes, it is. Now, as soon as I'm done broadcasting, it's going to change that to private. And then I will have to go back in once again and set it back up to public. Okay, but anyway, it's there. Yeah. When I did the flip through and I was looking at this before I started coloring this page, I pointed out that there are levitating snakes. And that makes no sense to me. I don't understand why, why they're there. I don't know what Kerby was thinking when Kerby decided, oh, we need to put levitating snakes in this picture. But it is what it is. So to me, if I could white those out, I could white it out. That's what I would do. But this paper's not white. I don't know how to go about doing that, but I would erase them if I could. Or you just do some kind of like dark background and just cover them up. That's what I would do. But it is what it is. So, and that helps me with the off colors on the snakes and stuff too, because it's a mythological thing. So the colors don't have to work exactly right. You know what I mean? It could be any color because it's not real. Or maybe it was real, maybe it wasn't. We don't know. Okay, so let's look at how we're going to go about doing this right here. I've got yellow, orange, yellow. So this should probably be the orange. Or should I just do that whole thing into yellow? Maybe I'll do that whole thing in yellow. Yep. I think I will do this entire thing into yellow. So let me get all the colors that I want here. Okay, we're going to do yellow. And we're just going to hope that this works out right. Well, I had to get up and go turn my little space heater off. Yeah, I had to turn my little heater off. Now, let me see. Can you hear that music? That thing doesn't work. It doesn't seem to work on the heat side. I turned the heater on, it just kept blowing cold air. I let it run for about 30 minutes. So I'm just using one of my little space heaters off and on. Now I am trying to figure out we're going to do all of this in the yellow tone. Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is with my heater. It doesn't seem to work though. So, and I have another person's video going because it has on my TV their YouTube video, a colorist. I just have one of their videos going because it has music in the background, and I know it's not copyrighted music because it's published on YouTube. So, but that way, when I'm focusing here and I'm not talking, I still have some noise because otherwise it's like really quiet where I'm at, other than the barking dog next door and stuff like that. But so I decided I wanted to put a little, so I have some background noise as well. Now I'm just kind of getting the preliminary stuff done here so I can, well, let's see, that's going to be yellow under there too. We will come back and add a darker color on top of this. This is our background, just the light, the highlighted area. I guess you hear that ad too, huh? Now, if I actually knew how to play my guitar, I could use my loop station and make my own music for my videos. But I don't know how to play the guitar, so, or use the loop station. Okay, now let's see. Let's almost forgot to like my own video. All right, let's see. Okay. All right, let's see. All right, now let's see what we can do here. And then we'll use white to blend it. Okay. And then we'll just go back over with a touch of color. Okay. Hi, Sherry. How's your day going? Okay. I decided not to have any coffee this morning. A lot of times I make it and I only drink I end up drinking like one, maybe 2 cups. Thank you, Sherry. At the moment, I don't really have a plan for all this. I have an idea of a plan. Now, I messed up on the snake because I put the darker colors on its belly. I should have put the light colors on the belly and put the darker colors on the back, but that's okay.
Morning, Roma fragrances. Born in Roma fragrances and the new Born in Roma Grace Provenanza, Valentino.
Start your day with Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist recommended vitamin and supplement brand.
Hit my head on the camera again, guys. I have to have this camera right in my face. I get tired of hitting my head on this thing. Every time I move, I hit my head on this camera. Of course, I guess it's better that I hit my head on the camera than not hit my head on it and just have my head blocking the camera. So, what book are you coloring in now, Sherry? Tiny worlds. Okay, fairy houses. Oh, I think I've seen a video on with that book before. I think I saw that before. I think I've seen that page. Cool. Oh, okay. I did not know that one. Oh, that'd be cool, Casey. All right. I'm trying to kind of figure out what some of this stuff is. I can't, I don't really know what it's supposed to be. So I'm just going to make this. No, I'm going to make that this one. I just used a really sharp eraser there, guys. I think I'm going to make this the yellow. Because I don't really know what this is part of.
Macaroni, the San Francisco treat. Nothing beats the cheesiness of macaroni. It's always.
No, it's too
Oh.
stiff.
Nope. Macaroni's still cheesier. Macaroni, it's cheesy here. New power of Royal Canin's veterinary nutrition products can support your pet's health. Ask your vet about our range.
Okay, Casey.
One more bag. Your advantage status gets you one more.
I love you too. Have a good day.
More rewards.
Be careful out there on the roads.
Get more with the American Airlines Advantage program.
This is a hero walking his own step beyond, which to his bladder feels like a mile. Yet he stabbed.
Wait, you're gonna love it, baby. I promise, okay?
Yeah, it does sound like fun. Okay, then we've got a little bit of those same colors over on the other, but mostly this one's going to be dark, but we'll put some yellow on it anyway. Like that, and then we'll throw dark on top of it. Like that. Okay. Okay, now let's look at the this guy's head. If I put that pencil sharpener right there, it'll help keep that book from sliding up. Helps keep everything in position. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so let's do this part across the nose first. I'm going to sharpen my pencil though, get a nice tip. That should be better. Let's see. Well, y'all might hear the hydraulics off our garbage truck here in a minute. I hear it backing in out here. Oh, this one is in Mythic Worlds? Okay. Yeah, I thought Ken had this picture when I bought this book. I thought she already had this picture, but apparently this is one of the books she didn't have. Or she didn't have the book that had this picture in it. Because we had talked about that, she and I. What is the name of this picture? Do you know? Does it have a name? Yeah, it's not in the back of this book. I thought maybe it was in the back of maybe the original books. Because I think in the back, I think in the back of the original books, it kind of tells you a little bit about the myths and stuff like that. It tells you a little bit about the illustration, but not in this book. I guess maybe Kerby figured we already had that information. Oh no. Now, remember when I said I dropped my pencils the other day? Look. Darn it. And I know that's from where I knocked my pencils off the table. Because there's no reason that should have been like that. Yeah, I hope I don't keep coming across that type of situation. I was prepared that might happen, but hopefully it won't be too bad. I'll just have to be more careful. A lot of people would say that those pencils got knocked in the floor by accident, but I'm kind of not one of those people, even if I'm referring to myself, because really it got knocked off the table due to carelessness, not an accident. If I had been more careful, that would not have happened. Now I'm leaving this a little bit of just like the white. I'm leaving like that little tiny touch of white coming down through there. I have not decided if I'm going to put it in green or if I'm actually going to come back with a yellow. I do have a yellow, like I think I used a yellow on some of this other, just as that final little touch. So that's what we'll do up here as well.
You got it, what they want. It's the most entertaining film of the year.
Because what we could do together.
Mythic, rated PG.
I'm going to do it like this. Oh no, that is not good. I kind of got a good break with this particular book when they delivered it because they rolled it up and put it in my mailbox. Thankfully, it didn't hurt it anything. Oh yeah, that would make me mad too. The stuff is not cheap. Yeah, I wasn't too happy about them rolling up that, whoops, about them rolling up this coloring book. Thankfully, I was keeping an eye on Amazon because I knew it would tell me if they either they will deliver stuff to the door, and they'll do it on Sundays and holidays here too, at this building, the U.S. Postal Service. So that was pretty cool. So I didn't complain too much, but still, as soon as I found out they'd put it in the mailbox, I went down there and grabbed it so it wouldn't stay too long and get like permanently bent or anything. But still, it would have been nice if they'd have just brought it to my door. But they tend to bring it to the door and just set it down outside. They don't knock on the door. You don't know they did it. I have to kind of keep an eye on things. One guy did actually knock on my door, though. He left a package out there, and he did knock on the door to let me know that he had not. He didn't wait for me to answer. He just banged on the door to get my attention. And I had been wishing they would do that. He banged a little louder than what I needed. It scared me because I wasn't expecting him to do it. Okay. I don't know why they do that kind of stuff. Well, I know why mine did, because I didn't want to have to make a trip up the elevator and come to my apartment. And I understand that, but still. That's true. I didn't think about that. I should change mine and ask them to knock. Where I used to live, they just left them on the porch, and that was fine because it was gated and everything. So, but yeah, I should leave a note on there and special instructions and ask them to knock on the door. But you actually, it's not even Amazon that generally delivers to my house here, the apartment. It's the U.S. Postal Service. Occasionally, it will be Amazon or UPS, but most of the time it's the mail, regular mail. I keep listening to this music here in this other person's video, and I keep wanting to whistle along with it. Now, I think I'm going to take just a touch of this canary yellow and go right down through that highlighted area. Doesn't have to be real heavy. It does give us that, well, a little bit of brightness right there on the edge. Nice. Now we have the same. It looks like we've got the same thing coming right here. And I'm not sure. I think it does too. Just that tiny little sliver of yellow. Okay, now let's see. Let me see here. Oh. Let me see. Yeah, we'll just do it like this. Take that same yellow. I'm going to move my book just a little bit so I can get a different angle. I'll try to keep it on the camera though. Not that it's going to be super critical that you see what I'm doing, but I'm just putting like one little touch of yellow right along the gum line, because that's going to be the lightest little spot, the least color, but I don't want to make it white. And then we're going to be putting this other green right over the top of it, but we want to make it a little bit lighter if we can. So something similar to that. Now we can come back in. And start pulling in the darker color. Wonder if Fernanda is using her new camera yet, or if she's been able to get it yet. I was going to ask her about that the other day and I forgot to. Now we'll come back with this dark green. Okay, now we can take the yellow. Oh, not the yellow, the light green. I almost put the wrong color down there. All right, now I got to think about this other side here for a minute. I don't understand all these squiggly lines and stuff you put on here. She had a whole lot of videos, and something happened. She lost her channel and had to start it over. She does have a few on there. I know I saw a post on her channel that said that she was getting a new camera, which is pretty cool. Let's see here. Yeah, I was just trying to figure out, like, sometimes it's hard for me to figure out what it's supposed to represent. Like, I don't know what each of these little things are supposed to be representing just because it wasn't my mind who drew the picture. So I don't know what the artist was thinking, and it makes it difficult for me. All right, now let me see. So we got to continue this way. Whoops. This way. Gosh, I'm going to be whistling this tune all day long. Yeah, let me see. Let me see. Oh no, I colored the wrong spot. All right, let's see. And then we'll just go over the yellow with a little bit of this lightest green. We don't want it quite as bright. Okay. Let's see. All right, now let me see, because All right, now let's see if we can't do something with this up here. Now, one thing I did up here is I blacked some of this out. So I kind of want to be careful because I don't want to pick up any of that black and pull it into this yellow. Let's see. Let me see. Yeah, I was just going to say, Sherry, I think I've done about as much as I can do for today. My hand's hurting. Thank you so much. You have a blessed day too. So that's going to wrap it up for me here today, guys. My hand's tired. Yeah, have a good day. So we will continue in the next one, guys. I think it's looking good. I'm liking it. Okay, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, God bless.